All right, buckle up, go grab your drink, and let's sit down and talk about these fragrances that got zero to very little hype. All right, the first one that we're going to talk about is Dumont Nitro Green. Actually, I've got 4 Dumonts in this list that we're going to talk about. But Nitro Green, don't let the bottle fool you. It looks like old school polo, and you think you're going to get that kind of vibe off of it. Not at all. This is more ultra malt, I guess, but with more woods, a little more earthy. So I guess you could say it's more like a little more grown up than ultra malt. It's not as bubblegummy sweet. Definitely perfect for the older crowd. It's still got the opening that's kind of sweet, but not as bubblegummy sweet. I mean, it's still got vanilla, saffron, jasmine. There's just more woods in the base and during the middle. It's just not as sickeningly sweet. And I do like the Ultra Mall, which I've never smelled or I've never owned Ultra Mall, but I do have 9 PM. And these two, they're similar, but still just different enough to have both of them in your collection. Like I said, this one is definitely more grown up, more refined, a little more serious, more woods. Definitely there's cedar, fir, just earthy notes in here that bring the youthfulness down a notch, right? Or up for older people. So I don't know if youth, whatever. It's a little more grown up than Ultra Mall. And for most all of these, I think you can get for around 30 bucks. And probably most of you have never even given a second look at any of the Dumont Nitros, but I'm telling you, there's some real good stuff out there. Again, this is Dumont Nitro Green, and I'm sure you can pick it up for 30 buck range. Wonderful scent. If you like the Ultra Mall DNA, this would be a cheap alternative to it. Longevity is still in the 7-8 hour range. It's a strong scent. All the nitros are pretty strong. All right, as we move into the next one, we're gonna do Dumont Nitro Blue. Now don't let the name fool you, because this is really not that blue of a fragrance. I don't know if I showed the atomizers. Pretty decent. But we're gonna spray this on a test strip, let it sit a minute. So this stuff resembles, I guess it's a take on Parfum de Marly Pegasus, but if you added some extra Invictus sweetness to it, but it is still a fantastic scent. You got orange blossom, little sage, a little bit of lemon, some cinnamon. There's definitely some woods in there. Maybe like some balsam. It's definitely got patchouli in the base, pralines. It's a sweet fragrance, but it dries down as more woody with a little touch of sweetness. But that opening with the orange blossom, it's a really good fragrance. And again, a lot of people slept on most of these nitros. I'm not sure why. And I bought all these nitros. Oh, it's been, I don't know, 4 or 5 months ago. So nobody sent them to me to test them out. But Nitro Blue is definitely in the wheelhouse of Parfum de Marly Pegasus. Or if anybody has smelled, I think Mason Alhambra makes one called Perseus. Matter of fact, I got it on my shelf somewhere over there. Real similar. There's no almond listed in this Nitro Blue, but I definitely get that almond feel, especially on my skin. It's a great fragrance. And again, it's 30 in the 30 buck range. You can wear it probably anytime. I'm sure it's listed as a cooler weather fragrance, which I mean, I get that too. It's about equal all the way around. But I definitely get it's sweet, it's spicy, warm spicy, ambery, woody, aromatic. Longevity is about the same as the green, 7-8 hours. You can get a full work day out of it. But yeah, that's what I get, is kind of a Pegasus. I mean, yeah, Pegasus vibe with a little Invictus in there maybe. There's some white florals, a little bit of citrus, not a whole lot. Great scent. It's a wonderful scent. All right, as we move into the second half, I'd like to remind everybody to like, subscribe. Really helps these small YouTube channels out like myself. Comment, let me know if you've tried any of these Dumonts, if you want to try them. Comments really help out, likes, subscriptions also help out tremendously. But we're gonna move into the second half now. So we're gonna start off the second half with Nitro Red. Now this one did get a little bit of love through multiple social media outlets, okay? Now this one just smells good. It's think like Invictus with some watermelon, right? Sprayer again, I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm just spraying it all over my house now. So it's Invictus with watermelon, little apple. Gotta let that dry down. And this stuff is a powerhouse. You're gonna leave a trail of watermelon, apple, a little bit of cedar behind you for miles. This is a beast. Yep, definitely apple, watermelon, lavender. There's a little bergamot, but it dries down into a sweet, woody, ambery. It's just a fantastic scent. And again, it's the Nitro line, 30 buck range. All these are 30 bucks and you can pick them up. And you can probably find plenty of people talking about this one, old posts. They do have a Nitro Red Intensely. Haven't tried it. This one was plenty enough for me. It smells great. It's sweet. It's definitely for the younger crowd. But I still wear it. My wife loves this fragrance. Yes, definitely. There's watermelon, apple, a little bit of lavender up top. And as it dries down, at least on my skin, I get definitely a woodier feel than, say, Invictus. Invictus pretty much stays sweet the whole time. This stuff dries down to a little more grown up, but it takes a long time for you to reach that point. It's probably a strong scent bubble around you for at least 4 hours of this sweetness, and it's a great scent. I'm not bagging on the sweetness. I'm kind of growing on the sweeter fragrances, but this stuff is killer. It's beast mode, and if you look it up, you're gonna find people talking about it. Most of it's good. It did get a little bit of hate just because I'm not even sure why. I think it smells fantastic. But for 30 bucks to add it to your collection, it's a steal. Definitely a bargain fragrance that lasts forever. You almost can't wash this stuff off. It's that strong. It's almost in the Rasasi Hawass range of strength. So I couldn't imagine what the Intensely is. If you've tried the Intensely, let me know. But this stuff is fruity, sweet. There's watermelon, apple. It's a great scent. Don't be scared to blind buy this one. If you're into the sweet fragrances, you can definitely pick this one up and be perfectly happy. All right, well, the last one we're going to talk about is Nitro Intense. Okay, this stuff is fantastic. It's in that Creed Aventus, Absolute Aventus DNA. Starts out smelling similar to Absolute Aventus. Not exactly the same. Hard to get exactly the same on Aventus, just because it's such a nice fragrance. But this stuff, the pineapple, the plum, is real strong up front. Not quite as, say, spicy as Absolute Aventus, but it is a very nice fragrance, okay? And I'll try to post the note breakdown somewhere on here because there are a ton of notes in here. But you definitely get pineapple, plum, kind of a little bit of boozy. The birch is there for that smokiness. It's got the Absolute Aventus feel at the start, but the dry down is where this thing really takes a hold. I mean, there's so much more going on. Definitely birch, a little bit of rose, lavender. It's woody. I don't get much vanilla. Vanilla, I think, is listed in the notes. That little bit of sweetness that I'm getting could be from the tonka bean. But if you're a fan of the Aventus DNA, but you want something just a little bit different, a little more complex than all of the other Aventus DNA clones that are out there, don't be scared to pick this one up. Like I said, this is the Intense. I think there's a black and I think there's a platinum that are all probably the Aventus DNAs, but this one is the Intense. And when I tell you it's a banger of a scent, it smells fantastic. And it is pretty intense. I think I get about 8 hours of longevity from it. But man, it just smells good. I mean, even just smell it on the paper. You get bergamot, plum, a little bit of cinnamon, touch of booze from somewheres, and it's like maybe a charred pineapple slice been thrown on the grill. It's a great scent. If you're, like I said, if you're a fan of the Creed Aventus DNA, swoop this one up. Again, it's probably in the $30 range. Great blind buy. Even if you have any of the other, I have 2, 3, 4. I have 4 Creed Aventus style clones, and they all vary in differences on how they smell, what I smell in them. Again, don't be scared to pick this one up. When I post the note breakdown, just fish through some of there and pick out some of those that you like, because it's an evolving fragrance, definitely. All right, as we wrap this up, so that's 4 fragrances that I've shown you that didn't get much love, but they are all fantastic fragrances, all blind buy worthy, blind buy safe, I guess I could say. And they're all 30 bucks, around the $30 range, $30 to $35, okay? All of these are fantastic scents. They last a long time, great bang for your buck. I wouldn't be scared to buy these again. And I encourage anybody to try them. With that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think about these fragrances. If you do have them, if you're thinking about getting them, ask me questions about them. They're all fantastic flavors. And again, see you next week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.